Good morning. Melanie and I will be sharing with you reflections from the research team, which also include Dr. Anton Grech and our participant, Marija. Marija said, "I want my experiences to make a difference to others, professionals and people like me," she explained. Her self-chosen pseudonym of the participant was Marija. Marija had done her homework, and she continued the phone call with very definite ideas as to how she wanted her voice to be heard, starting with who the researchers should be. She had a reason for choosing each of us. Ruth and Melanie, because I trust you, and Dr. Grech, because he's my psychiatrist, because I trust him, and because he knows me. Marija requested that Ruth contacts Melanie and Anton and puts her proposal forward. If they accepted, a meeting would be held. Marija explained that she did not want to be asked questions, as this may hinder her thought processes and what she wanted to share. Hence, the academic research design this begged as was narrative using Squin over a period of 6 months. Squin was helpful as this further supported the participant-led research and there was no influence with any prepared questions. Marija explained that during the data collection period, she would be sending emails and was aware that she did not expect any replies from us. She used Maltese, so she will also be involved in verifying the translation of her voice into English. The data collecting period has just finished, and we will shortly start analyzing the data. Of course, always keeping Marija in the loop. To further respect her wish to remain anonymous to the general reader, we did not use our work email account to communicate with Marija, but our personal Gmail accounts. Likewise, she created an email address as Marija. This email address had no link to her usual email address or her work email address. The data collection was initially Zoom conversation, but over consequent meetings, this changed to email communications sent at her will. She noted that emailing us when a thought cropped up left her freer and safer, as she would leave less things she wanted to share out. This also gave us the privilege to peep into the intense emotions and the meanings she was sharing at the time she emailed them to us. During the data collection period, we also held 3 Zoom meetings, as Marija requested. These meetings helped us further understand her experience, and she felt empowered that she was on the right track, something which she often asked. Our feedback further improved Marija to continue sharing. And during our last meeting, she also remarked that the writing had a calming effect on her and helped her control the voices. Ethical clearance process was also processed with Marija, who read, gave feedback on, and agreed on all material sent, and was also privy to any changes processed. This was a new experience for us, as we already knew the participant before ethical clearance. This meant a number of meetings addressing how to word the necessary forms. All forms and attachments were signed by Marija as Marija, again to protect her pseudonymity. Marija is a university graduate, so her communication interchange between English and Maltese, predominantly Maltese, when a lot of emotions is shared. This was a first experience for us, as from the inception of this research, we were and continue to be totally led by the participants. Now that the data have been collected, we are still grappling as to how we can translate her voice into academic language and structure, which she would also endorse. We are just the proverbial oracle for what she wants to share. Over to you, Mel.
The data have left us awed as to how she copes so well with continuous voices in her head, at her continuous resistance, at her continuous positivity. Marija is making our life and writing easy. Her writing eloquence evokes in us not only visual but also emotive experiences, and really help us understand her challenges and how she addresses them. Given the writing we have seen so far, we now also realize that her writing can be as academic and as rigorous as required for publication, so she's truly a co-author in this research. Marija is following emancipatory research and beyond. She's finding the actual sharing empowering. We were also feeling safer with regard to participants' voice, as we know from experience that she will correct us if we misinterpret her. During our Zoom meeting, it became clear that she felt unequal and felt safer to challenge our understandings and clarify in order to ensure comprehension. Indeed, our concern that she may feel a bit reserved, as she had chosen her own psychiatrist to be one of the research, was quickly dissipated after our first meeting. This is also hats off to Anton, who truly believes that his patients are his equal, and that their mental health challenges in no way makes any difference. Anton works collaboratively with and not for a patient. Perhaps unconsciously, we each accepted to work with Marija because we had a shared philosophy and belief on social equity and human rights. These shared beliefs and values made it easier for us to work together. During our Zoom meetings, Marija was always the leader of the group, and she led the group with regards to what was discussed and how the discussion would progress. Whilst the meetings were more informal conversations, Marija was able to guide the meeting in such a way that she felt the need to ensure that we understood what she was saying about her life experience. Her intense motivation and dream that her experience might be of help empowered her to become our teacher during such Zoom meetings. She was the expert and allowed us to be eagerly receptive listeners. We felt privileged that she trusted us enough to allow us to peep into her inner self. We would like to end this presentation with final words from Marija herself. It is like I am writing my own autobiography. Whilst I was aware that I was a researcher, I was also realizing how much I was learning about myself. Through my words and thoughts, I discovered that I can actually be better than those around me. At the end of the day, I am creative, and these thoughts help me be creative. What I wish, if possible for you, is that we carry out a similar research in the future. I'm sure that things will change from time to time. My self-perceptions will continue to mature, and the more time passes, at least I hope, I would be able to understand myself much better. What was good about this research was that the data collection was carried out over some time. This allowed me to bring out aspects of myself. However, I believe that I need to further challenge Marija's inner self so that I would be able to really love myself better. If you're not determined to believe that you are as capable as those around you, you can forget the possibility of understanding how you can still lead a normal life like anyone else, in spite of this mental health illness. My religion has empowered me and helped me accept who I am, my creativity and my limitations. My vulnerability and frailness is similar to others who consider themselves mentally sane. Thank you for listening.